Alright, it is 3:16, so I'm calling today, October 6, 2025, Legislative Body Meeting to order. Roll call. Vice President Balfe is here. Senator Biagini.
Here.
PPT Clemens.
Here.
Senator Cochran will be late. Senator Conley.
Here.
Graphic Designer Kurtai.
Here.
Senator Cebulski is excused. DEI Chair Dixon.
Here.
Senator Frizzell is absent. Treasurer Fell.
Here.
Chief of Staff Gary.
Here.
Recording Secretary Hildebrand.
Here.
Senator Lares.
Here.
Communications Director Lucero is excused. Senator Mahone.
Here.
Senator Montgomery.
Here.
Senator Paliska is excused. President Rangel. Senator Roberts is excused. Senator Sheriffy is excused. Senator Shepherd is late, and that is excused as well. And Parliamentarian Wraith.
Here.
All right. First, we are going to move to the approval of minutes of last week. So this is what we did last week. What? Would anyone like to motion to approve? Senator Montgomery, would anyone like to second? Senator Conley? All right, so today on our agenda, we have announcements from President Rangel, announcements from me, and then we've got general committee updates and 3 constitutions. So would anyone like to motion to approve? Senator Conley? Would anyone like to second? Senator Montgomery? All right, perfect. So the first thing we're doing today is swearing in a new senator. So we're going to be swearing in Brianna Chavez. So if you could please stand and repeat after me. I say your name.
I, Brianna Chavez,
Pledge to serve the Student Government Association of Point Park
pledge to serve the Student Association of Point Park
University and the students within
and the students within
to faithfully execute the duties assigned to my office
to faithfully execute the duties assigned to my office
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
uphold the provisions and purpose of the Constitution of the Student Government Association.
uphold the provisions and purpose of the Constitution of Student Government Association.
Perfect. Please be seated. All right, does anyone have anything for our first open floor? All right, moving forward, we're going to hear reports from our executive cabinet, starting with President Rangel.
Hello, everyone. I guess I'll start with the Pittsburgh Student Government Summit update. So, for anyone that doesn't know or is unaware, the Pittsburgh Student Government Summit is something I ran on personally in my presidential campaign to start and bring student government members from all across the Pittsburgh region down here to Point Park. So that's what the event is all about, a gathering of student government members to share ideas, connect, meet each other, and just have fun and eat free food. So, I would like to formally invite all of you here as an SGA member to the Pittsburgh Student Government Summit Saturday, October 18th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Lawrence Hall Ballroom. There will be discussion topics, free breakfast, free lunch, so make sure to mark that on your calendars. I hope to see you there, and that's going to be fun. We had a lot of hours put in planning this, and hopefully it goes great. I will be much relieved after it happens. So, on that note, I'll share a little updates in the planning as well. So, we have 5 schools coming that will be in attendance. We got Pitt, Duquesne, Pitt Greensburg, La Roche, and Chatham University. I got Michael Klug will join us as a photographer, and we were also talking about, what was their name? Dakota Nicholson as 2 photographers for the event. Angelo Gargaro will introduce the first discussion topic. Dean Palo and now Dr. Crusalis will join us in the opening remarks. Palo is also handling the food. I've already sent him the menu options. And t-shirts have also been ordered, should be in by the 10th, as well as standards and all that fun stuff. So that's just a little update. I also this week had a meeting with Chris Brusalis and Dean Palo. In that meeting, I went over the whereabouts of SGA so far this year, and everything going pretty good. They seem impressed overall, so we hope to keep that going. I also brought up 2 key points, one being the PSGS, and also public safety. So that's obviously a big point of discussion here with the students this year. So we brought up the idea of upgrading the alternative security measures, be it doors, turnstiles, all of that good stuff. I know I brought up issues with the doors, the turnstiles, especially in Lawrence Hall. I know the Conestoga one seems to be addressed. That was a matter of miscommunications, they told me. But yeah, we will look into upgrades, essentially, to the security measures in Lawrence Hall. But that's about it from me today. So I'll hand it off to Megan.
Hello. I have a couple announcements for today. So on October 21st from 5 to 7, Keely, who's actually joining us today, will be hosting Mocktail Mix-Off in the lobby of Lawrence Hall. This is something that happens every year. It's kind of like a fun little competition to get all the clubs together, but also just like have everyone have like a little mixer. So every club brings a drink, and then everyone tries the different drinks, and there's like a judging panel, and you know, the people who are coming first get like $100, so they're holding account or something to that degree. We are not eligible to win that, but we still compete every single year, and so we will be there on October 21st from 5 to 7. And in preparation for that, we're going to be having an in-office event this Thursday from 7 to 9. So if everyone wants to, well, that doesn't have to be everyone, but if you want to, you can bring a drink idea for Mocktail Mix-Off, and we're gonna have like our own in-office Mocktail Mix-Off. And then that's how we'll decide what we want to bring to the contest. So that will be this Thursday from 7 to 9. And we're going to play Wii Sports, and there's going to be cups provided, and there's going to be food and snacks, so please come, and I hope to see you there. I also wanted to take a second to announce a motto that Christian and I came up with for this year, which is take the initiative to finish the initiative. So that's kind of what we're rocking with this year. Thank you. So yeah, if you guys know the word initiative, it has a couple different meanings. It can be for you to independently take a moment to complete something, or it can be to put like a plan in action to create a new initiative. So take the initiative to finish the initiative is what I have to say for today. Now we have committee reports. So our comms director, Lucero, is not here today, but she said that in their previous meeting they talked about tabling ideas and Instagram. Liv, do you want to announce on what you talked about today? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay, hi. Today in our committee meeting, we talked about splitting up sort of our responsibilities between the platforms that we use. So mostly Instagram and then a little bit TikTok. Trying to get more information-based things from Instagram and then just have more fun on TikTok. So for Instagram, we are looking to do some polls every Thursday about information that we want to collect from students. And on TikTok, we are looking to post the first and last Sunday of every month and just do like a fun trend or maybe do some little mic interviews. And that is all.
Thank you. So next we have an update from our rules director, or our parliamentarian rate.
Yes.
Don't know where my brain is today, sorry.
Alright, hello everyone. You'll be hearing a lot from me throughout this meeting because as you've seen, we've got 3 constitutions to review today that I'll talk more about when we get there. Rules Committee had its first meeting where we went over constitutions and appointed our vice chair, Sam Larry's, over there, and established goals for the year, which are mainly just getting the archives reorganized and preparing that report to present to you all at the end of this year than getting our club engagement spreadsheet up and running for the year. In case you're unfamiliar, the club's engagement spreadsheet is basically like a spreadsheet of like all active and inactive clubs on campus. This is a thing that we are supposed to have and maintain in the Constitution that we do not have right now, and that will be me and our vice chair's job to get that back up and running. If anyone has any information they can contribute to that, please reach out to me or Sam. I'm also scheduled to have my first one-on-one with Keely this week, so if anyone has anything they would like to bring up there, please let me know. Finally, it looks like someone may have gone in and edited the Constitution over the weekend. It was a small thing, but it did mess with the formatting, so for future reference, please don't touch it in the future. It is a very important document that we have. Just don't touch it, please and thank you. And that's all for me.
Next is finance.
Alright, so for Finance Committee, Fall 2 funding is officially open. That will run all the way until Thursday of this week. We already have 4 requests right now, so that's good. And I've been in contact with a couple other organizations talking about their planned funding requests. We will be having Finance Committee meetings from 3 to 4 on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. And then on Wednesday, I believe I said it's 6 o'clock for that one. But that's all available in the Slack channel. Clubs and organizations are welcome to attend in addition to all senators. Thank you.
All right, then we're going to be hearing from PPT Clemens.
Hi, the SIT committee, Student Innovation Committee. We're planning to hold our very first meeting, this coming Tuesday. The original time was 4:30 to 5:30ish, but it's subject to change based on availability, so be on the lookout for that. We'll mainly be talking about scheduling, brainstorming ideas for projects, and figuring out what we want to focus on specifically this semester for improving student life, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
And we do actually have a report from Dewey that I just did not edit into the schedule. Sorry about that.
It's totally my fault. Thank you. I released a Google form around the best time for us to schedule. A lot of the people in Dewey are in COPA as well, so scheduling is a really important thing. And not every single committee member has filled out that form, so I cannot schedule a meeting until we all have. So if you need access to the form or if something is wrong, just please let me know. But please try to get that form filled out by the end of the day today, because I would love to start our committee meetings very soon. Thank you.
All right, with that being all of our committee reports and having that's right, we have senator reports next. I don't remember what my agenda is. Would any senators like to report? Senator Montgomery?
Our president left at the bottom.
Hello, there we go. So we had our meeting with Keisha and Juan to talk about student theater and the RAL, and it was a very productive conversation, and we're working towards getting a space for student theater to perform.
Any other senator reports? Senator Mahone?
I reached out to former president of SGA, Dennis McDermott, about potentially coming to the Pittsburgh Student Government Summit. I have not heard back from them yet, but I will let you know if and when I do.
Anything else to report? All right. Now, with no other old business, we move to new business, but the thing with this is we're not at quorum currently. Now, we do have a senator who said that they will be here, and so when they are here, we will be at quorum. So we're going to just talk about the constitutions first, and then hopefully by the time we have finished talking about all of them, the last senator will be here and we'll be able to vote. But if that doesn't happen by the end of our discussion, we will table this for next week, okay? All right. Would anyone like to move to motion to move to discussion for Student Alliance Revitalizing the Earth? Senator Conley, would anyone like to second? Senator Montgomery. Sorry, I'm just like defaulting to them today. So this is their constitution. It looks like they're just like interested in sustainability and recycling. Also advocacy in the cafeteria and the library and the coffee shop. Any discussion about this? All right. Would anyone like to move to, or motion to discuss the Cooper Beads Constitution? Senator Conley? And Senator Montgomery seconds, thank you. So this one is like CrossFit and workout lessons. Sounds fun. Okay, I'm trying to stall time. Jeez. Yeah. Senator Piggini.
I just have a question about what this is. So, like, students are gonna be teaching fitness classes?
It looks like they're going to be rotating who teaches like throughout the week. Is that correct?
This is correct.
Okay. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Okay, is it like open? Is it open to anybody?
It has to be, like, you can't really, like, close off a club like that.
It does have to be open to everyone. Senator Conley, could you give me that mic? Thank you.
I guess my question is, who are the people who would then be teaching these classes? Because for the most part, if you're doing something like CrossFit, there are technically background sources you're supposed to get behind it, like certifications. So kids could probably get hurt if you're doing it the wrong way. And CrossFit is one of those things where you'll see people get like really bad muscle overusage to the point of like really bad injury. So if you have kids who don't really know what they're teaching and they're like, yes, let's just get a workout group together, you could just get a workout group together and maybe change it to not just be CrossFit, because sometimes you do need certifications for this.
Would you mind doing me a favor and running over to our advisor? Or she can run to you.
Yeah. I talked to this club, and the 2 students that are overseeing it right now are certified in this type of dance, and then as their members join, they can get certifications as well. So then they're all able to then teach whatever, I think it's cuerpo beat is what they call it. But yes, everyone has a certification.
That's super cool. I didn't know we did that. Any other discussion points? Do they need a liability waiver?
I don't believe so, yeah.
Nice. Would anyone like to move to discuss the Point Park University Transportation and Mobility Club? Senator Montgomery, anyone like to second? Senator Biagini. This one is made by our very own President Rangel. And there has been some questionable, we've been questioning it ourselves on the exec board, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Does anyone have anything they'd like to discuss?
I could speak on this a little bit. So, I don't know about y'all, but when you're busy and overwhelmed, I usually like to start my own personal projects, and this is one of them. So, the Point Park Transportation and Mobility Club is pretty much how it sounds. Since we are a school in downtown Pittsburgh, the transit hub of the region, I thought it would be beneficial to have a club focused on information about transit, informing the student body about everything transit-oriented, and also advocating for better transit and mobility infrastructure. That's kind of interest of mine, so I'm going to take that on and see if anyone would sort of benefit from that. So we pretty much do those two things, inform and advocate. I already kind of reached out to, that might be the conflicting point, but I already jumped the gun and reached out to people like Pittsburgh for Public Transit, Pogo Bikes, CMU Transportation Club, all that fun jazz. They followed me back. So I have a bunch of students interested in it. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I don't know when Jane's gonna come and vote, but any discussion.
Senator Biagini?
Just like a question, what would like, you said like better like access or like transportation and mobility, what does that look like? Like, cause you know, we already have our bus passes and I mean, what you can walk to, so just kind of what would like a better transportation look like to you?
Well, I'll go on my first point. What we do is inform students about everything happening with the transit system, so maybe like newsroom, news updates that are occurring. What's like, for example, just recently, they made a decision to remove the waterfront bus stops. So that's a point of interest for the students. So we want to inform the students on that. But they also brought them back as well, so we also want to inform that.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's because of.
Yeah, because of advocacy, and that's our second part. We want to advocate for better transit. That affects not only our students, but the Pittsburgh region. And it could also help commuters commuting in and out by bus as well. I don't know if that answers your question. Yeah, it's more so advocating for the general well-being of transit. And maybe advocating for less of that. Just in general, yeah. As an advocacy group for students.
Any other questions or discussion topics? I have a question, Christian. Why make this a club rather than an ad hoc committee?
Because as I said, this was more of a personal project. I don't want this to be part of SGA. This is something I've been thinking about like for all my 4 years here. I've only been here 3, but even before I came here. So this is something I want to do. It's personal to me. So I guess it could be something the Director of Downtown Engagement handles, but more so just a place for the students. I don't want this to be part of SGA. It's more personal to me.
Liv Kurtai, graphic designer Kurtai. I didn't know her last name until last week. It's tripping me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wondering why this needs to be a club as well. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm sorry. I do really like the idea of like informing students about things like this because I take the bus all the time, especially because of our free bus passes, and I wouldn't have known about things like the waterfront stop, like going and coming and things like that. But I do think this would be better for the Director of Downtown Engagement to deal with because I don't like, if this was a club, like, what would you have events? Like what kind of like event would you have where you just could like go to a bus stop together? I don't know, I'm just curious.
Field trip to the stoplight.
Would you like us to come to you or?
Point of information real quick, only because of where this sort of generated. With all respect, have you gone through the normal student club process? With all this, you've met with SAIL, you've gotten their approval, you went to SGA, you did all that? So then, it may be one of those things that, but for this club specific, maybe we can table this one while all of that plays itself out.
Well, this
And
is
then-
the first part of the process. Is there a specific order?
Well, yes. So with student activities, the order is you come to the sale office and present your idea. We talk through it, just make sure it's viable, see if there's interest, and how to get you members. Then we figure out who is president, treasurer, and then 8 additional members. Then you build your constitution and meet with Sienna to then get it approved.
So, being on the other end of this, I was not quite aware of the order exactly. So I do have that president, treasurer, and 8 other signatures, I do. And I made my constitution myself because I knew how to do it. So in that way, I might have skipped some steps. But yeah, in my mind, I was gonna get the constitution approved first, then go to sale.
After the Instagram.
Yes, I jumped the gun on that, maybe. Okay. Yeah, ambition, you know. So, what you're telling me is I gotta go to sale first. Okay, I will do that. Should we table this?
I don't think we've gone through all of that already because
I should know this because I already started.
Graphic designer Kurta. I think we should table this until you go to sale. That's just my opinion. It seems to have been seconded that we table this. All those in favor of tabling this?
wait, we're not in forum.
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry about that. So, since we cannot vote and we do not have another person, I feel like we've waited long enough. What do you guys think? What do we do?
We've waited long.
Yeah. It seems like everything naturally has to be tabled until next week and we can't even vote on tabling it. So,
We're just waiting for one more person.
yeah. Does anyone have anything for second open floor? Announcements. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like just a little thing. I've been hearing a lot of, so there's a lot of kids, specifically freshmen, because, yes, that want to, like, go about making clubs, but they're finding it very hard, this is probably something I should direct over here, finding it very hard to get emails sent back to them within the span of, like a week or so, because they're getting, like, responses in, like, 3 weeks, like, maybe, like, 2 weeks, so just, like, and I've talked to a few people that it's making them either very angsty or it's just, and it's getting to the point where they don't even feel like they want to make the club anymore because it's getting so long to go through the process of making the club in the first place. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that if anyone had any, like, things I could tell these people that are coming to me about this, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Let's hear from our advisor, Keely.
Okay, stop hands off. It's not for you. So if they're emailing sale, we should have gotten it. So I'm not sure if you want to connect with me about that student, then I can reach out to them. But other than that, if they've emailed me, I think I got everyone. So if I miss someone, let me know. Yeah, of course.
Anything else for our second open floor? Yes.
Can I just second that and kind of pose a question?
Yeah.
If we don't get anything back, is it okay if we bother you about it? Because there have been times where I've emailed you and I haven't gotten anything back. around for a while.
And email sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is walk into people's offices.
Yes.
There's like
It's okay, there's another microphone.
Let's pass the microphone down.
I don't know if this is like us problem or how to fix it, but in the pantry, the food that counts as a meal swipe is typically like only meat or like pudding. I can't eat any of that. So I don't really know what to do when I'm like running between classes and I have 5 minutes because I have to go to my next day's class, and there's sometimes maybe a salad that's not very new.
So food options have been something that have been brought up for like literally decades. And so that's something that I really want to get at least data on this year. I really want to see some surveying initiatives of people going out and finding out when people would actually use the dining hall, what options they actually currently eat in the dining hall, and what they would like to see. And so that way we can, because everyone has their own different needs. I personally would love to see the dining hall open at 2 a.m. I'm never going to see that, but that's okay. But there are a lot of other people that need it open at 7 a.m. on a Saturday, and I know that's a completely different need. So something that I would love to see senators doing is going out and interviewing people about how they actually use the dining options and when they would otherwise actually use the dining options if it were open. So that's an idea for everyone. Please take that, survey people. I would love to collect that data and come back with some options of what we can move forward with. Did you have something to say earlier? Anything else for second open floor? All right, with that, please come to our in-office event on Thursday. I would love to see you all there. I've been dying to play Wii Sports in the office. I haven't gotten a chance yet, so I'm excited. Our next meeting will be next week on Monday, October 13th at 3:15 here in the Fishbowl. And with that, our meeting is adjourned at 3:48 p.m.